Okay, hello everyone. Today we've got the ANA Boeing 747. I believe this one is the last 747 they ever had in service. And obviously, yeah, the 747s are sort of retired from ANA now. Also from Japan Airlines, they don't have the 747 anymore. But I've been lucky enough to get my hands on one of these models. I believe this one was actually one that was meant to be sold in Japan, because if we sort of look around it, well, there's the side of the box. There's the front, very similar. There's that side and there's that, but we can see, well, it's got Japanese writing on it. I can read Japanese, but not too well. But yeah, I've seen these exact models with these packaging in Japanese airports like Tokyo, Haneda. So I think, yeah, this is a model that was actually distributed in Japan. But there's the base of the box. We can see all the important information. It is in Japanese, but you can kind of tell what it says. So I think these are the takeoff weights. They're the dimensions of the plane. Obviously, they want 2 pilots flying the planes minimum, I think. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but there we go. So now let's have a look at the actual model. If I turn it around, we find that it actually is really nice. You can sort of lift the lid up and you can see inside. So there we go. There's the actual 747, looking really, really nice. And we can actually see that it's got a load of information about it as well. Now, it would take me some time to read this, and I doubt many of you can read it, but if you can read Japanese, that's all there for you. But yeah, so let's now take a look at the actual model inside. Okay, so I think to do that, we'll just unbox this side here, and then we can take it out. Okay, there we go. So I'll just put the box away. And so now, here is the actual model. Let me lower the camera slightly. There we go. So we can see the model here. Really nice with the ANA logo on the tail. That's very, very good to see. So now let's try and take this off. In a way, it is sad that ANA don't have the 747s anymore. I believe they filmed some TV series like Good Luck or Happy Flight or something like that, using these models and I think the 777s as well. And that was broadcast in Japan, I think. But there we go. So we've got this plastic covering on top. Let's take that off. That's obviously protecting the nose. I think I've caught it on the wheel. Don't want to rip that off. How's that? I don't want that to be stuck on there. Right. Let me see how I can get this off. Currently I've got this stuck on there, can you see? I might have to get some scissors and cut it off, but the last thing I want to do is rip the whole landing gear off. Oh goodness me, hang on. Oh no, it's just come off. Okay, yeah, that's fine then. So there we go. Landing gear is still there. And well, the detail is, well, we'll look into this in more detail in a minute, but the landing gear doors are nice and accurate. We've got these bent covers, and obviously there we are. So let's put this on the ground and we'll have a closer look at it. Okay, so it's hard to zoom in with this model. I'll hold it up to the camera. So first if we just look at the nose section, there we are. We've got the cockpit windows there, lovely printed on. We've got the ANA logo nicely and proudly written on the front with the Star Alliance logo too. We've got the emergency exit for the pilots at the top there. We've got all the doors and windows. They're very nicely printed on there. I think we might have a little bit of marking there. I'm not sure if you can see that. I think if the focus is right, you can see a little bit of marking just there. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, it's come off already, so yeah, maybe just a bit of dust, and that's already off, so that's really good. Yeah, a little bit of dust on here as well, so we can get that off, but nothing too problematic. So there we go, we've got the rest of the doors here. If we go along the aircraft, and we've got the Japanese flag with the registration of the plane as well. That's really nice to see. And then obviously we've got the tail there, which is good. If we look at the wings, the top of the wings, well, we have these cool things. I guess that's where they sort of hook the when they deploy the emergency escape chutes out of the door there. I think they sort of tie it there or something. I'm not sure. I might be wrong with that, but obviously that's there for a reason. And then I think commonly a feature on Japanese planes, they put the little rising sun red dot on the wings, which is I guess a nice detail as well. Okay, and if we go along a bit more, we can also see the winglet as well with ANA written on there. That's a nice detail. That's also on the other side as well, so if I show it to you like that, we can see it says ANA there too. Okay. The other side is more or less the same. There we go. We also have the registration on the top of the wing there. And then on the other side of the wing we've got the registration there as well. Just there. Okay. We also have the cargo doors, so we can see some of them here. There we go. And if we move along to the front of the plane, we can see another cargo door there as well. Okay, so now I'd like to show you what the plane looks like with the stand on it, so let's get that set up. Okay, so it's a bit tricky to get the stand out because it seems to be stuck with sellotape. I think it's coming. There we go, right. So that was a little bit tedious, but there we go, we've got the stand here nice in front of us. So we've got this to cover the metal, protect it, and how do I take this off? Okay, like that. And if I do that, there we go. Yeah, I think I can now slot this off. There we go. Yeah, that's nice. I wonder what's in here. So, this is really nice. I think this is like a little mini plaque to say what model we've got. Oh, I realised, yeah, that was a bit off camera, but you should be able to see it now. Yeah, so that says what model we've got. I think that might even stick. There might be adhesive and I can stick it on the actual stand. See, it's got like 3M there. I think you can peel that off and stick it on the stand. I might do that. That looks quite nice, and it feels like this is made out of metal as well, so that's a nice detail. Okay, let's look at the actual stand now, because the stand looks really nice. A very fancy stand for one of these models. This is like, I think, a plastic resin model, 1:200 scale, but, you know, often they give just a plastic stand, but this one's really nice and wood. You know, this is, you know, top quality, this is, honestly. So let's put the plane on it, and okay, so the plane's not too heavy because it's not a metal die cast one. And then if we slot that in there, and I think, is that going in? I'm not sure. Hang on. Yeah, that's gone in nicely, so there we go. So look at that, that's our ANA 747. So this will be a very nice addition to my collection. I don't have many ANA planes. The only ones I do have are these very small ones down here. They're all 1:500 scale, just below the table. But there we go. So there's our airplane. I was very lucky to get my hands on this for not a bad price either, because I think these are only distributed in Japan, and sometimes the shipping to get things from Japan to here is very high, so I was lucky to get this on eBay. The person who sold it to me actually, I think, worked for ANA in Tokyo, so that's a cool fun fact. So a very, very special model this is. It's been on a good journey so far, and I think with respect to the previous owner of this model, I will keep this very safe. So there we go. We'll make sure not to damage it or anything, but yeah, what a lovely model this is. Okay, so if you enjoyed this model, please be sure to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. I think that's all I have to show for this model today. I'll just leave it on the view of the back so you can see the APU and horizontal stabilizers, but other than that, I think that's all I have to show. So many thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.